Hey, yo, what's the deal? That's your boy Tag from Pro Wrestling Tag. You know what I'm saying? As of this record, it is 3:15 p.m., January 1st, 2025. I was going to say 2024, 2025. You know what I'm saying? Happy New Year. You know what I mean? From me to everybody else. You know what I mean? Except for that pussy-ass motherfucker, The Surge, who basically, me and my people destroyed them on YouTube, yo. You know what I mean? Like, when you talk pussy shit, behind a fucking Twitter page, and when we invite you to come out to the hood, you know what I'm saying? And when you make all these excuses about wrestling, you know what I mean? It wasn't even about wrestling. Like he took it to another level. He started talking shit about my projects. You know what I mean? Right here in Fort Greene, Clinton Hill. You know what I mean? That's when my mans and them just came, and my uncle came. You know what I mean? My big Unc K. You know what I'm saying? From Navy Street. And he just gave it to him. You know what I'm saying? Like my boy, my boy Jay was thinking about getting up in that dude because, my boy Jay don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like he really don't give a fuck. My boy Jay, he gets down, yo. Like, yo, niggas ain't here to play games, man. Like it's easy to talk that shit behind a fucking, behind a fucking YouTube page. It really is. You know what I mean? But talking, like with what I'm saying, you know what I mean? Then we really saying something, nigga. Lame ass motherfucker. But anyway, so, we are basically Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, but 5 days away from the big Raw on Netflix debut. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot that I can think of with this Raw on Netflix debut. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot. The real era actually begins Friday. And let me say something on the side, too. I just want to mention, away from wrestling, because I felt like I would be disingenuous if I didn't say this. Let me give my condolences to everybody who lost the 15 people in New Orleans today. In that fucked up truck attack that happened in New Orleans. It was in Bourbon Street. It was beyond fucked up. It also is also messed up with what happened in Vegas too. What happened in Vegas with in front of Trump Tower, that was like beyond messed up. So my condolences goes out to anyone who lost people in New Orleans, Louisiana, in that bad attack, But let me get back into the thing. So the Raw on Netflix show is shaping up to be a PLE-esque type of show. And, there's a lot from what I'm seeing that is basically going to shape up a new era in WWE. This is pretty much, in my personal opinion, the Endeavor TKO era, for Raw and for WWE in general. Now, again, there's a lot of things that's happening. You know what I'm saying? John Cena's farewell tour begins. I read that he's going to retire this year. I think he's going to be a full-time performer. Look, John Cena is one of the greatest wrestlers of the modern era. You know what I'm saying? Like he has definitely he's a first ballot Hall of Famer. But also I do think that he is, the guy, people take the guy for granted. People take John Cena for granted. They take, everything that he's done for not only the WWE, but the business in general, and also his work ethic. John Cena is, do I want to say he's the most underappreciated or the most underappreciated talent in wrestling history? You could say that. But, I think John Cena is one of those guys where a lot of people took for granted because of the hard work that he had, like the work ethic that he had. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, his farewell tour begins. Logan Paul is coming back. More than likely The Rock is coming back. Travis Scott, fuck Travis Scott, but he's actually going to be performing. He's going to be performing. I expect a brand new set, definitely a new logo, but I also expect a brand new stage to take place. And someone brought up something interesting. Someone said that it could be the stage that, the stage that they used for the Mike Tyson, Jake Paul fight, or something similar to that. I would not be shocked. I would not be shocked if that's the set that they use. It's fucking amazing too. And then also all the other stuff that we know is going to happen, right? We know also CM Punk versus Seth Rollins is happening, Solo Sikoa versus Roman Reigns in a tribal combat match for the Ula Fala. You know what I mean? Liv Morgan versus Rhea Ripley for the Women's World Championship in a last man standing match. It's a lot. You know what I mean? There's a whole lot. Becky Lynch, I think, might return. Charlotte Flair might return. You know what I'm saying? We know Penta is definitely going to be there. You know what I mean? That's a given. You know what I'm saying? That is clearly a fucking given. You know what I mean? I know Penta is more than likely going to be Rey Mysterio's tag team partner to go up against the New Day. I think that's the perfect spot to debut him. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot more. There's a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? I think Stone Cold Steve Austin's going to be there. The Undertaker, maybe Goldberg, maybe Joe Hendry. You know what I mean? Maybe Joe fucking Hendry, because Joe Hendry was, there was a tease last night on NXT TV. You know what I'm saying? And, I think he won an award. Joe Hendry won an award. I mean, look, those awards are props. Those awards are props, but still, I think Joe Hendry, winning that award, it lets you know that his time with WWE is not over by a long shot. As a matter of fact, I do think that he is going to, be on the main roster. He might be in the Royal Rumble. I would not be shocked, but I think him, making an appearance on Netflix, I think that's a big, big, big fucking thing, on the Raw Netflix. Maybe we could possibly see a WWE 2K25 teaser. You just never know. And also, I think this is also maybe the time that they give they announced the Hall of Fame class. You know what I'm saying? For 2025. And I think Batista. I would not be shocked if Batista makes an appearance. I would not be shocked. I clearly would not be. I would not be surprised if that happens. You know what I'm saying? And I think that'd be great because you got Cena there. You got a bunch of people there. And I'm expecting a lot more too. Like I said, this Raw is basically going to be, in the level of a PLE. You know what I'm saying? And I do strongly feel like I know they're definitely gonna get way more than 1 million viewers. Way more. And you want to know the funny thing too? AEW on Max, now they're starting to show stuff, today, January 1st, right? And people are actually comparing that to Raw on Netflix. There's the difference, okay? So on Max, they're not showing Dynamite on Max, B. They're showing they're going to stream the pay-per-views and everything, but they're streaming everything else. You know what I mean? So it's not like you're going to see Dynamite on Max. Like, come on, man. HBO Max compared to Netflix, I mean, you come on, that's like comparing apples to oranges, man. Now, I mean, Netflix is way ahead of thing, B. Way ahead, But WWE, and it's funny too, because people were like, WWE's, Monday Night Raw is leaving USA and such. It's been there since 1993. They still got programming on USA. I'm fucking, for Friday Night SmackDown. Like, come on, man. Come on, man. You know what I mean? Like, come on, B. You know what I mean? Like, you can't fucking, you can't be this brain dead, man. Like, they're not going nowhere. They're not leaving USA. They are not. I mean, they're not leaving NBC Universal. They're not. They're fucking not. You know what I mean? Because you got the Saturday night's main event. You know what I mean? They got other programming there with NBC Universal around. So it's not like they're leaving. They're not leaving. You know what I mean? But I'm about to be out, guys. You know what I'm saying? I felt like, I need to come on here and say some things because Like I said, I pumped up for this Raw. I am pumped up. Again, this is a brand new era. This is a brand new era that is taking place. You know what I'm saying? Again, this is the official stamping of approval for Endeavor TKO with WWE. And who knows? Maybe, you know what? I also would not be surprised if we see fucking UFC people, you know what I mean? And people from the PBL, the Professional Bull Riding League. You know what I mean? Because Endeavor TKO, they own that too. You know what I'm saying? So I'm about to be out, guys. You know what I mean? Because I definitely will come back with another video tonight for sure. Nobody's gonna watch AEW. AEW is dead. You know what I mean? It's more dead than the Surge's YouTube channel. You know what I mean? So I'm about to be out. So I will catch y'all. I'll definitely catch y'all tonight. All right.